Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we will clear the concept of domestic territories of a country. We know that all the political activities take place in the territories of a country. Now, what does the territory means? Either those are political or physical territories of a country or economic territories of a country. There is a difference between physical or economic territories. In our every definition, we have clear that sum total of all the income earned within the domestic territory of a country, or the value of all the goods and commodities produced within the domestic territory of a country. Now let us clear what is the concept of domestic territories or economic territories. According to United Nations, economic territory is the geographical territory which is administered by the government, within which persons, goods and capital circulate freely. Now let us see that the concept of economic territory is much more wider than the concept of physical or political boundaries. Let us see which items are included in domestic territories of a country. Number 1, political frontiers. Political frontiers means geographical territories, includes territorial water and air space. Number 1, territorial water. Number 2, air space. For example, telecommunication services produced by Reliance Communication in India. That is a part of domestic territory of India. Number 2, ships, aircrafts, etc. operated by residents of a country between two or more countries. For example, Indian ships moving between UK, Pakistan or Sri Lanka regularly. Similarly, merchant navy or cargo ships that also moves between two countries, between India and its related country. Then passenger planes operated by Air India between Russia and Japan includes within the domestic territory of a country. Similarly, fishing vessels, oil and natural gas rigs as famous Bombay High. Similarly, floating platforms operated by the residents in international water and other areas over which the country enjoys the exclusive rights, and the area in which country doesn't enjoy the exclusive rights, that would not be a part of domestic territory of India. For example, fishing boats operated by Indian fishermen in the international water means जो इंडिया की पॉलिटिकल और फिजिकल बाउंड्रीज हैं, साइड बाय साइड इंडियन ओशन, अरेबियन सी और बे ऑफ बंगाल. It will also included in India's domestic territory because these fishermen, they moves in the water of Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal for fishing and for other activities. Similarly, next part of domestic territories are embassies, high commissioners, consultates, military establishments, scientific situations, diplomats, information and immigrant offices. Similarly, aid agencies located in other countries, those will also be a part of India's domestic territory. For example, Indian embassies in UK, USA, Japan, Germany, France, Italy or any other country, those are part of India's domestic territory. And similarly, if these agencies means other countries agencies, if those are located in New Delhi, suppose the agency of UK, USA, Japan, Germany, France, England, these countries embassies are located in New Delhi, then it will not be a part of India's domestic territory. It will be a part of the domestic territory of that country to which these embassies belongs to. Then offices of international organizations such as International Monetary Fund, World Bank, United Nations are a part of international territory. Those are not a part of that particular country in which they are situated. So in these 4 points we have cleared which are the domestic territory of a country and which are not the domestic territories of a country. Now let us clear the concept with the help of following components. In left hand side I have divided the portion into 2 parts. Left hand side portion clears which are the part of domestic territory of India. I am tick mark on India. And in our right hand side portion that clears following are not a part of domestic territory of India. So I am crossing India. Number 1. Any output produced by MNCs, suppose Pepsi, Coke, Google, Samsung, Microsoft, these all are MNCs, will be included in India's domestic territory of a country and not to the country to which they belongs to. Similarly, factories of luxury cars, this is Jaguar, which is under Indian ownership, and if Tata located in UK, then its output will be a part of domestic territory of UK and not a part of domestic territory of India. Number 2. Indian embassies in any country will be a part of India's domestic territory. Similarly, embassies of any other country located in India, that would be a part of domestic territory of that country to which they belongs to. Those are not a part of India's domestic territory. Number 3. Planes operated by Air India between India and USA, that would be a part of India's domestic territory. Planes operated by British Airways between India and UK, that would not be a part of India's domestic territory. Similarly, branch of foreign bank in India, because this foreign bank is located within the domestic territory of a country, so it will be a part of India's domestic territory. Similarly, branch of State Bank of India located in London, that would not be a part of domestic territory of India. Profits earned by foreign company in India will be a part of India's domestic territory, and profit earned by Indian company in Singapore, that would not be a part of domestic territory of India, because their economic interest lies within that country to which country they are situated. In which country's domestic territory the companies are situated, their economic interests are related to that particular economy, and that would be a part of those particular economies. So that's all regarding this domestic, the concept of domestic or economic territory of a country. In my next video, I will clear this concept with the help of appropriate diagrams. So do subscribe the channel to see next video, domestic territory of a country. Thank you.